Today I will be exploring zombie Gothic, a modern subgenre of Gothic literature and media. I will focus on how zombies show fear, survival, and societal problems in popular media today. I'll use examples from The Last of Us and The Walking Dead, as well as some other scholarly sources to help me explain these ideas. When the dead walk among us. In the world overrun, who are the real monsters? Survival isn't just about escaping death, it's about keeping humanity. I decided to choose these two little quotes to basically summarize some important themes to think about whenever you guys are reading or watching some sort of zombie-ish film, just because majority of them that I've seen it starts off with introducing the actual physical zombies as the monsters. Like the picture on top is from The Walking Dead, picture on bottom are the clickers who are like those zombies from The Last of Us. And we end up seeing later on in the show that yes, they're the physical zombies, but the people being attacked and trying to survive this end up just losing all humanity for some reason, and they become like the almost like emotional zombies, I want to say. Oops. Just because they don't turn into these zombies, but their mindset is where a zombie's mindset would be, they just stop caring about anything, lose all empathy and stuff. So I thought these two summarize it very well. Okay, what is zombie gothic? Zombie Gothic is a subgenre where zombies replace traditional monsters. The threat can be supernatural or either viral. Some recurrent themes I see between Zombie Gothic is decayed bodies, abandoned towns, cities, apocalypses, moral ambiguity, and constant fear. Another resource I used to help me come up with this definition was Zombie and the American Gothic Interview, which that notes that zombies symbolize societal anxieties such as disease and social collapse, adapting Gothic themes for modern audiences. The top picture right here I pulled from Google. It's from The Walking Dead, just a scene where it captures an abandoned city, obviously. And then the picture down here is just what I also pulled from Google. I thought this very much represented what people would imagine when they think of Gothic, like an abandoned, spooky castle all around it, like dead trees, no grass, no anything. Even the weather outside is very gloomy. I just thought that was a good fit. Okay. Next slide. Cultural and psychological influences. I have some notes, so for the next couple of slides, I'm not going to be word for word reading off the slides, but I have that so it's just easier for you guys to basically catch up on what I'm saying, so that's written down. Zombies show world fears like pandemic, social breakdown, and distrust. They also create psychological horror like paranoia, isolation, and tough moral decisions. For example, in The Walking Dead, characters must decide whether to risk their own safety to help strangers, which shows human morality under pressure. And then I have another example, not from The Walking Dead, from Xavier Aldana Reyes. He argues that contemporary zombies do more than scare. They critique social issues, consumerism, and inequality while reflecting human vulnerability under stress. And then this picture is a scene from The Walking Dead. They, I thought it very well, um, what's the word? Just very well showed how like they're deciding what to do right now. I don't know what they're on. They're either on a box or some type of like car while actively being attacked. And so I thought that represent survival choices very good. Okay, this slide is gonna be purely about The Last of Us. Um, and about how like I can like or I think they compare to like zombie gothic. But the overall story takes place in a post-apocalyptic America, which was destroyed by a deadly fungus called cordyceps. In The Last of Us, the gothic horror comes from both the setting and the monsters. The abandoned cities create tension, while the infected humans, which are the clickers in the show, are terrifying. Joel and Ellie, which are the little girl and the man in the picture, their relationship adds emotional depth, showing parental love and moral dilemmas in the dangerous world of the time. And then, for example, in the Boston quarantine zone, every street is abandoned and overgrown, creating constant danger. When they face clickers, the suspense and fear are intense because these monsters sense you by purely just sound. Okay, next one. This is just going to be about The Walking Dead and how I think they compare with um, Zombie Gothic. But the overview of this show is just like a group of survivors trying to survive their way out of all of these zombies and stuff. The Walking Dead focuses on group survival and the tough moral choices humans make. Zombies are a constant threat, but sometimes human are the real monsters. For example, the prison arc shows Gothic architecture reused as shelter, and the governor attacks show how power and revenge can corrupt people. The show combines fear of zombies with emotional struggles like grief, trust, and leadership challenges. These pictures, the top picture is the picture of the like two of the main characters within the like prison area. The middle picture is also they're still within the prison area, but just a scene that was captured. They're all like obviously being attacked by zombies, and then the last picture is the picture of the governor. Okay. A commentary on modern society. Zombies are more than just monsters. They symbolize real-world problems like disease outbreaks, society falling apart, unfair treatment of people, and fear of anyone who seems different. Both The Last of Us and The Walking Dead show that zombies force characters and viewers to think about morality, survival, and how society works under pressure. Gothic themes like suspense and fear are still strong, but now they comment on modern life. These three pictures I picked, the top one, just like a group of zombie hands. And then the middle one is an abandoned city overrun by zombies. And then the last picture is the group of survivors from The Walking Dead. Okay, last slide. I have some discussion questions for anyone who wants to answer these. I thought that these were like good ones that would get people to think, like just get their brains thinking, it's like pondering. First one, how do zombies reflect societal fears today compared to traditional gothic monsters? The second one, which is more effective in showing moral collapse, The Walking Dead's communities or The Last of Us's personal story? And then the last question, do zombies serve as warnings, mirrors, or entertainment in modern gothic narratives? So those are my questions for you guys. And then here are like my citations, the two shows, Holdana Reyes, Zombies in the American Gothic Interview. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. And I look forward to watching all of your guys's.